This is After the Bell with David Self.
David Self, After the Bell. How did you get this?
Interview's okay. What, huh?
Catching up with the return of Johnny Echo. Johnny,
Right now, both of you, right now. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, these guys, oh.
David Self, After the Bell, catching up with Notorious Tyler Six, the War Chief. Well, you went out tonight and you called out your old tag team partner from the Hollywood Underground. You called out Drew, but Drew didn't show up. Velvet Vixen comes out of the curtain, and Matt Maverick comes from behind, and you suffer a tough night in the ring. Tell me about it.
It was definitely a tough night. Yeah, I called out Drew Legend, old friend of mine, from olden days. And of course, we was Drew not to show up. It was kind of half the problem with the Hollywood Underground. He was never around when I needed him. So, sorry, too much beef. So I call him out. He's not here. Out comes Vix. Matt's music plays, and out comes Vix. Confusingly, where do we go from here? What does she want? She wants to fight me. She says. She's like, "You want a match? How about one with me?" Matt comes up from behind, like the coward that he is.
So let's reflect on that for a minute. Let's reflect on that before you go any further. Let's just reflect on this whole situation as it developed. Because the last time you saw Drew Legend, you called him an old friend just now. He wasn't so much of your friend last time you guys ran into each other.
No. Last time we ran into each other, last time we were here, you guys seen it on After the Bell, you seen it on the show, you seen it live. Comes out after my Matt's match. I picked up a win against Matt. Damn good win. It was fourth. And out comes Drew. And I wasn't sure how to feel because last I knew he retired, sailed off into the sunset that is St. Louis. And so he's here. Where I have been when he has not. Gets in the ring. He has the nerve to embrace me, and for a quick second I embrace back, David, because it's my old friend. But again, I'm confused because where the hell has he been? Sure enough, it's the hoax from his friend Matt, Vixen. So they beat me down. And here we are again with the same crowd. Getting attacked, jump from behind, whatever it is. Just can't seem to stay ahead of them.
So let's talk about it. Let's turn from hindsight and those burning bridges and let's look forward. Where do you want to go with this? Where do you want to go with it? This needs to be settled, right?
It does need to be settled.
So how are you going to do it?
David, the only way I know how to settle things, the only way Tyler Six knows how to settle things is we make the square and we go to war. We fight until we can fight no more. So, September 3rd, we're in Washington, Indiana for another special show at the Armory. I think it's time we laid this to rest. I think it's time we call on our ancestors. We make the square and we fight like men. You've got Drew Legend, you've got Vixen Matt. Two of the people I consider some of my best friends in the Hollywood Underground, and your little cheap knockoff. What we call them? The Follywood Underground. Yeah, the Follywood Underground. You guys are a joke of what I used to be, what we used to be. He wants to be me so bad. He can try and kill me and take my place.
Calling them out. You guys are going to settle this. National Guard Armory, good place to go to war, right?
That's where we're
Washington,
going to
Indiana,
war.
September 3rd.
Yes.
You
It's
guys
going to be a war.
It's going to be a war in the ring. All right. David Self, After the Bell. Notorious Tyler Six.
Hold that thing straight. Who are you, Dave Self? I'm glad I don't have him out here wasting my time, because I have more than a few things to say. For starters, what I did out there was merely a taste for my ecstasy of gold, because in September 3rd at the National Guard Armory at Stay Strong, Keep Fighting, I'm gonna climb that ladder of hope match, and I'm gonna claim what was rightfully mine from the start. Ever since it left Bo Sawyer's waist, that title has been nothing but Clayton Clark's. And September 3rd, everybody is gonna find out just exactly what the law is. And that's no joke. That's just a fact that I am the law. And the eyes are upon that elite heavyweight title. I'll see y'all at Stay Strong. Keep fighting.
David Self, After the Bell, catching up with the return of Johnny Echo. Johnny, let me welcome you back to EPW, man. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
How you feeling tonight?
Feel good. Feel good. It's been a while, obviously, but to be able to come back and, you know, be in a main event slot against Aaron Atlas, who's kind of a critic, but very good in the ring.
So let's talk about it, man. Let's just back up before you ever come out. You come through the curtain, man. The fans go nuts for the return of Johnny Echo. How'd that make you feel, man?
It was good. It was really good seeing everybody back here, getting that welcome from the crowd, the EPW faithful. That's one thing here. I've been here for 4 years, give or take, and you know they always give a good reception here, so that felt really
They were definitely glad to see you. The crowd made some noise when you came out, and like you said, main event tonight. Main event and a chance to qualify for the first ever EPW ladder match coming up on September 3rd, and it worked out for you. You didn't get a win, you didn't get a loss. Tell me about the action in the ring, facing up against Aaron Atlas, Mount Olympus. Tell me how it went in the ring, and we'll talk about the aftermath.
Yeah, well, I mean, you saw it, right? It was a 4-on-1 match, basically. And Terry, as great as a ref as he is, you know, can't eyes all over, you know, sides and back of his head. It was tough. It was tough. Aaron by himself's a tough match. I'm not going to underscore that by any means. When you factor in the rest of that Mount Olympus, or it's hard. It's really difficult too. Action, as far as all that goes, things got heated at the end. I usually keep my cool. I think I've proven that for 4 years now. I keep my cool in the ring.
There was a lot of stress in there tonight,
though.
though.
They got the best of me towards the end.
Yeah, they were working you over pretty good, but of course, you know, it got kind of down to 4-on-1 if you want to really play the numbers game.
Sure did.
And you hung in there pretty strong, and then things started to dwindle towards the end, and of course, it ended up being a double disqualification. And so, like I said, you didn't pick up a win, you didn't get the loss. But in the end, you got what you wanted, right?
Advancement at this point. You know what? That's all I want. I want that ladder match. I want that opportunity.
And you made it. You made it. First night back, main event. You kind of come in and got it done tonight, really. I mean, you got the main event spot. You got to advance to the ladder match, and now you got a shot at the championship.
Yeah.
So it's big time for you right off the bat. So it's good to see you back here. And man, things are rolling your way now. September 3rd. What do you do between now and then?
I've never been in a ladder match, so study, get to know the rest of the competitors in it a little bit more, and then just prepare for war.
There you go. There's going to be at least 4 of you in the ring, and rumor has it maybe a wild card thrown in there, but that's not been determined yet. We'll see what happens going forward. But one other thing I want to touch on before I let you go, Johnny, you know, you kind of had struggles, Mount Olympus, all 4 of them on you in there, and you know, I talked about how the fans were glad to see you back. You've seen how the guys back here in the locker room were glad to see you too. We saw John Scrutch come out, we saw Draco Loco, we saw some of the other guys coming out, and Kendall Fire, I saw him out there. So I mean, you know, even back here, the guys are glad to see you, glad to be with you, and they got your back. I think that says a lot for what you're bringing to the table here at EPW. And so we're glad to have you back. And any last words before I let you go?
It's good to be back. I'm getting ready for that ladder match. It's going to be fun.
All right, here's the man you're going to see in that ladder match. First ever EPW ladder match, Saturday, September 3rd, Washington National Guard Armory. Doors open at 6, first bell 7 o'clock. You'll see this guy in the main event, David Self, After the Bell. David Self, After the Bell, catching up with Dragon Hearts. And guys, you went solo tonight. You split up the tag team and you went out there and, well, you won half the battle anyway. Let's talk about you, Jesse. You went out there and, well, it didn't work out for you. So break it down. What happened out there in the ring?
Well, it was going great. I thought I had him. And then all of a sudden, they have that numbers game in their favor each and every time. They distract the ref. I get hit in the head. I'm out. Next thing you know, I hear the bell ringing. So
you think the numbers game's what got you tonight? It was just an unfair fight.
Yep.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's go to Draco, because Draco kind of got in the same situation. And not to say you weren't capable of getting it done, but Draco did get it done tonight in the ring. Draco went out and he got the job done. You were watching from the side. Tell me about that.
Well, I saw as they're approaching the prey from outside the ring, like they like to do, I saw Devin get up. And I wasn't about to allow them do to my little buddy what they did to me. So I stopped it. My buddy got the win, and they were upset.
You guys have had a rough pass with Mount Olympus. I mean, tell me about it. I mean, take a look back and tell me how it led up to even just tonight.
Well, we'd been killed in the tag division, I'd like to say. And so we thought we'd go against them. We had that non-title match. We won. Then they wanted to shove us, we shoved them back, kick us in our Dragon Balls. Next thing you know, we're going through tables.
That was a rough night.
Hey, what the hell do you think this is? I'm sick of this.
Jesus. You two come in here all the time. You talk about you say you thought you were killing it in the tag game? Absolutely not. Yes, we kicked you in the Dragon Balls. Yes, we put you through tables, and we'd gladly do it again. You know what? The tables match actually sounds like a great idea. We accept your stupid challenge. You know what that sounds like a good idea? When I rip off your dragon tail and I shove it up your ass! You hear me? You want this now or you want it later? Because I'll definitely get it right now. Both of you, right now. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, these guys always. There's always these guys.
Are you issuing a challenge? Is that what's happening here?
Yes.
Aaron Atlas thinks he heard a challenge.
I thought I did.
September 3rd,
You want it?
Washington, Indiana. We challenge you to a tables match for those titles.
Hey,
Bring it.
You guys accept
This is
it?
actually,
Bring
no,
it.
actually. Hold on. Get out of the way. Hold on.
I'm pretty positive they're gonna win.
You guys
Yeah,
won the highest
yeah.
peak of pro wrestling, right?
Yeah, there's no way we'd lose.
We accept.
Not walking out of there with this.
You're not walking out of there.
At all.
All right, there it is. The challenge has been made. Dragon Hearts and Mount Olympus tables match, September 3rd, National Guard Armory, Washington, Indiana. They're going to settle it for the tag team titles. David Self after the bell. David Self after the bell, wrapping up a wild night in Odin, Indiana, where we saw some of the most insane things happen to set us up for September 3rd. Let's start with Tyler Six teaming up with Tyler Graves, going to take on Matt Maverick and Drew Legend. That's going to be an interesting matchup right there. There's a lot of bad blood there. We're going to see how it works out. Let's talk about the Unification I Quit match. Kendall Fire and Khalil Akbar. Two titles are going to come together. Somebody's going to be crowned the champion and somebody's going to quit. You need to be there September 3rd, Washington National Guard Armory. Let's talk about the Ladder of Hope match. EPW's very first ladder match. John Scrutch, Aaron Atlas, Johnny Echo, Clayton Clark, and I have been told by the board of directors there will be a wild card thrown in there as well. This will be our main event. The winner of this will acquire the newly vacated EPW Heavyweight Championship title. There's a lot on the line, and it's all coming to a head Saturday, September 3rd, Washington National Guard Armory. You can get your tickets in advance. You can get VIP tickets in advance, but you better get them while you can. They will not be available at the door. You can also get general admission tickets for $10 right now. At the door, they will be $15. If you go with the VIP, $20 gets you a tumbler, gets you in a half an hour early for the meet and greet, and there's a lot to gain. You better be there Saturday, September 3rd, Washington National Guard Armory.